Hey everyone, my name is Fred from Hillians Bricks, and if you're new here, I am someone who buys and sells Lego. So I have a bricklaying store, but I've also started on a journey where I buy Lego sets, wait for them to retire, and then hopefully they appreciate in value. So it's called Lego investing. So I've been doing this for about 18 months now, waiting for sets to retire. So before I get started, I just want to say this video is just from an entertainment perspective, shall we say. It's something that I want to share with you, my journey. Don't take this as financial advice if it's anything. I also do share some of the mistakes that I make, and in today's episode, I'm going to share one of them. One of the things I also want to highlight in terms of terminology, I'm going to be covering POV, part out value. That essentially means that every Lego set has lots of Lego parts, as you know, and those Lego parts get traded on a platform called Bricklink. Bricklink tracks all the average prices, and then you can get an average price per set. So you kind of see the part value for each set. Typically, if you've got a Bricklink store, you're looking for a ratio of 3:1 based on the RRP. Now, that's one element. The second element is that I also started recently in these videos covering a website called Camel Camel Camel. You may not be familiar with that. So this website basically tracks the pricing on Amazon for any listing, so also including Lego. And this can be a good indication to see how prices do shoot up when there's no stock availability, or once they've already retired, you can sort of see how the trend is going. So you can see for retired sets or non-retired sets, it makes a big difference, and it can kind of give you a guidance potentially on how a set might perform once it has retired. So that's why we started including these into our videos. But yeah, if you missed any of our previous videos, do make sure you check out the playlist. There'll be a link at the end of this video as well. But yeah, let's get started today with the first set that I currently have in my inventory and share with you guys how I think this will perform. So the first set that I want to be sharing with you guys is a mistake, shall we say, and it's 76157, the Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. So this set was available for £35 in the UK and has 371 pieces and 3 minifigures. It was available from April 2020 to December 21, and I've got 3 of these. Now, fortunately, I got a good buying price at £20. Part that value currently is around £44 mark. Now, on eBay, these are available for £20 to £21, so similar to what I paid for. Recently sold for about £20. Now, even on Amazon, these are still available for £23.76, which is below the RRP. Looking at the Camel Camel Camel, you can see that since this set has officially retired, it's always been below RRP, and there is still stock available on Amazon and not just third party, and you can see that because there's no dotted line on the Amazon line. So yeah, not great. And from a Bricklink perspective, if we look at it, you can see some of these sets are available from as low as £23, but you've got to add in any fees that the shops might add on top of it. So what's my plan for this one? So if you've seen the last image of Bricklink, I've already listed mine here for about £40. Now, I also mentioned the part out value was £44, so that you might be asking, Fred, why don't you just part this set out and just wait for it that way? Well, I already bought the set before at a discounted price as well and parted it out, so I have no appetite to add similar bricks again to my store. Yes, I sold some of the minifigures, but not all. And some of these parts, especially the solar panels, don't sell that well, and there's many of them in this set, so it's always important to understand what the elements are. So I'd rather sell the leftover sets. I have these 3 sets. I'd rather sell them in its entirety. I may need to adjust my margin expectations, because my regular followers know that I tend to like a return on investment of 100% net after all the fees and shipping costs and everything like that. So I might need to adjust my expectation on this one and just write it down as a loss. Now, I wouldn't say as a loss. I'd still get my money back or even make a slight profit. But I would consider this one as probably one of those sets that, lesson learned. It's yes, the good thing is I bought it at a cheap price, but not all sets are necessarily winners, and I think this one has proven it, because it's not normal that you can still buy it from Amazon, from the official Amazon, at least nearly 5 months after it has retired at a discounted price. So yeah, I think they've got a lot of stock on this one. It hasn't done that well, so that's why I'm marking this one as a mistake. But let's go over to the next set for today. And the next set I want to cover is the 21046, the Empire State Building. So this architecture set came with 1,767 pieces and was a retail price of £90 in the UK. It was available from June 2019 till December 21. And I've got 3 of these. My average buying price was fairly competitive at just under £57. And the part out value now is around £120 mark. On eBay, these are available for £90. And if we look at the recent sold listings on eBay, this was £92. Moving over to Amazon, you can see that these are now available for £120 on Amazon. And if we're looking at Camel to look at the history, it has been hovering around this £120 mark since it has retired. Now on Bricklink, some of them have them listed from as low as £89. Right, so what is my plan for this architecture set? So it's the first time that I'm selling one of the bigger architecture sets in terms of these ones that have retired. Now I'm going to be quite conservative and aim for £120 net, so before any fees. Now if I were to sell that on Amazon, it'll be between about £145, £150 more that I would probably have to aim for to reach that target, because taking in shipping into consideration, the huge chunk of fees that Amazon take into consideration as well. On eBay, it would be probably a similar price. So given that Amazon's already £120 mark, you know, in the low season that we are now, I'm filming this towards the end of April, you know, I'm expecting that in Q4 the prices for these sets will probably increase as people will be looking for some, you know, gifts to for loved ones. But yeah, I do think that this one should be an okay set, and wouldn't have had to hold on to it for too long. And architecture sets tend to do okay over time, but it's one of those themes now that many people have caught on as well. And if you watch some of my previous videos on this investing series, you will have noticed that not all architecture sets are necessarily winners. But yeah, this one should hopefully be okay. Now let's go on to the final set for today. And the final set that I want to cover is the 76161, the 1989 Batwing. It's available for £175 in the UK and comes with 2,363 pieces and 3 minifigures. It's been available since October 2020 and it's still live now. I've got 3 of these, and my average buying price has been £143 more or less. Part out value is generous at £325, and if we start looking at eBay, currently available for about £200 on eBay. If you look at it recently sold, it's about £170, which kind of makes sense because the set is still available at Lego retail. On Amazon in the UK, it's currently listed at £213.69, but recently on Amazon Spain they had this on as a deal, which I posted on my deals page. Camel. The interesting thing here on this graph is that you can see when this first set came out, the first Christmas, it did peak at £350, which is always interesting knowledge to have. And looking at Bricklink, there's one available from about £190. So what's my expectation for this one? So I'm clearly going to hold the set till retirement, which I think it might be this year. I'm hopeful that it will be this year. We haven't got any decisive retirement list yet, but if this one does retire, I do expect it to do reasonably well, similar to the 1989 Batmobile. This set is also very iconic, and people who have the 1989 Batmobile will want the 1989 Batwing, I would say. My view is I'm going to have to aim for the £325 to £350 mark, given that it's already peaked on Amazon at £350 mark when it's probably out of stock in the first Christmas when it came out. And also when we look at the part out value of £325, it kind of makes sense to aim for that price target of £350, but we're not going to see that until it retires now, but hopefully we should be able to achieve that. But yeah, those are the sets that I wanted to cover in today's video. Let me know in the comment section if there's any particular sets that you would want me to cover as well. I need to have a look in my inventory to see if I have them in the first place, but if I do, I might want to cover them in some future videos as well. So we've been doing this now for 15 episodes, so we probably covered about 50 sets so far. There's fairly new amounts still coming in, so there's more videos like these coming, so we got more stock to discuss as well. But yeah, thanks as always for your support. Make sure you like this video, and maybe we'll catch you on Discord or on the next one. Bye for now.